Good morning, Dwayne.
Good morning.
And it's great to be here this morning.
Happy New Year.
I know. Their January Chamber Chat. Oh, my goodness, you can tell. I'm already working on that. I am not joking. Josh
She's
and I
got
are
holiday
already.
brain.
Oh, my goodness, I do. And I took a few days off, and I came back.
Good for you, Suzanne.
And I know, but people call me at the office, like whatever, I guess this morning, Marlene. She said, Suzanne, you remember our meeting? I was like, no. You remember talking about this? So she had to come back in yesterday and give me a whole new refresher.
So if you've had a conversation with Suzanne in the last couple of weeks,
I don't remember
make
anything.
sure you call back.
That is absolutely true. Well, anyway, welcome to the January Chamber Chat.
Yay.
I finally got that right. But before we get started, I've got to say a few thank yous for our Christmas on the Square. That went so well.
I think you need a new definition of before we get started.
I know. Hey, but I did win no, I didn't. I came in second on the dessert quiz for Kilgore's this morning. So that was, yeah, so anyway, I'm
First
still
loser.
on a high from that.
Yeah, she's the first loser. I'm the loser. Weren't we playing golf? Like
I
reverse?
don't know. I don't know.
Who had the
Anyway.
low score?
But anyway, we had such a good time at Christmas on the Square. But I want to, that it's not just having the event. There's a lot of people that help out with that.
It's fabulous.
Community chorus was fabulous. And, Jen not only came and, she always brings the Boy Scouts and does all this behind the scenes stuff. But she sang a solo that night.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Oh, my
It
goodness.
was lots of fun, and I really want to thank Faye for asking and getting all the group together. It's a busy time of year. I mean, everybody knows that, but there are lots of folks who come out and make a special attempt to be there and to be a part of it because it's such a great event.
I know it is, and Justin Potter Library gets involved. They have a big crowd. Our downtown stores, and our county mayor and the all the officials. They put on a big shindig downstairs.
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! There was so much food, and it was so much fun. And I got to say a big thank you, the city of Smithfield, for providing that photo booth, which my grandchildren, they're like, you think you could have that again next week because we love that photo booth.
Next week.
Apparently, that's genetic, get your picture made or something. But, and also they had that DJ music going on. That wasn't magic music floating through the air. They hired somebody for that. And those two fabulous Christmas trees outside were on loan from the city of Smithfield. So we were so appreciative for that. But anyway, again, before we really get started with our guests, this is always hard for me because it's a bittersweet goodbye to my chamber board members.
I know, January means a big thing for the chamber.
Yes, we have new ones coming on, but we also have a few that will be, resigning from not resigning. I've got one that's actually resigning because she had a job change, and then I've got 4 that are retiring.
Yep.
So let me just say a sweet goodbye to them. So, Shay Caldwell.
Not retiring from their job.
No, just from the chamber board. They're like, whoo, chamber board's finally over. Shay Caldwell, NHC Healthcare and DeKalb Community Hospital. Craig Gates with DTC Communications. Charlotte Parsley, Cherokee North America. And Susan Young, Middle Tennessee Natural Gas. And normally would have one more retiring, Julia Cantrell Vanderpool, but she was president her 3rd year.
Yep.
So she'll continue in a 4th year.
She gets one more year.
I know, as past president. But Gail Looper from Off the Beaten Path, she had to resign because she's got a new job in Nashville.
She's doing great work with the veterans. So we're real proud of her for what she's doing.
We are proud of her. And a big thank you to my 2014 executive officers, Julia Cantrell Vanderpool as president, as I just said, Jeff Cripps, vice president, Joan Barrett, chamber board secretary, Susan Young, treasurer, and then Janet Gillard will be going off as past president.
Oh,
I know, she's been on for a long time with us,
Yes.
but she'll still be around. But anyway, I'm so grateful, and Jen can attest to this, because you go to all the board meetings too. They're just not only a supportive group, but they're fun to work with.
I know. It's going to be a big hole to fill. Who's going to fill it?
Well, you're going to be excited about this. Coco. Kathy
Yes.
Hendrickson from Justin Potter
There
Library.
she is.
We pulled her back in.
Hey, hasn't she been on there before?
Well, she took somebody's place before.
and she wasn't there
And
for
last
very-
year, I forgot that she had been appointed, and I let her slip through my fingers.
I know. We're glad to have her back.
I pulled her back. Anyway, and Reed Vanderpool, I'll tell you, who knows what is wrong with my mouth this morning. From the Smithfield Review, I'm so excited about having Reed. He's a fun guy.
He is, and very talented.
Anybody who likes pugs, it's got to be a good guy.
I think so too.
That's my favorite dog.
And Julia.
And Julia. Well, yeah. Oh, Julia's gonna shoot me. And then Shan Burklow, wonder who that is. DeKalb Community Hospital and Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Crafts Festival.
And Shan does so much for the chamber already that it's just I don't know how she's gonna do better as a board member, but we are so grateful that she's on board.
At least it's official now. When I'm dragging her in, I'm saying, "Hey, you're a board member." It's not because you're my kid. And then Gail Gentry of the Appalachian Center for Craft, and
who
we
has
love
been on
her.
the show a lot.
She would be here this morning, but she's got a meeting in Nashville. And then Shannon Atkins from Calum Farms Decor.
Yes, and Shannon was just in the recent Leadership DeKalb class.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yep.
And you're going to be excited about Jane Brown's going to be taking Gail Looper's place, and she's with Middle Tennessee Natural Gas and Leadership alumni.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got several on there, and Shan's an alum.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm very, very impressed with this list.
It's a good group. Mm-hmm. And then we've got some new members. Center Hill Screen Printing.
Who we love.
Yes, 464 West Broad Street in Smithville. The owner is Kyle Casper. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Services include apparel screen printing, embroidery, graphic design, signs, banners, and many promo products.
Excellent.
How do you get a hold of him, Jen?
Well, you call 888-833-6631 or email info@centerhillscreenprinting.com. Or you could call the chamber office. And
you could do that, and I'll give you the number. Yeah. And then Calum Farms Decor is our next new member, located at 950 Pine Creek Falls Road in Smithville. And this is an interior design business of custom and higher-end homes. Ooh, Jen.
I know. Well, Shannon has... go
ahead.
Shannon Adkins is 615-584-1522. She has impeccable taste, I will say that. I mean, everything that I've ever seen her be involved in has been a huge success. But also, she has been in the process of building her own home. So she is out there looking at all the stuff that's there. So I'm sure she's got very timely information about what's new and hip.
Oh,
and where to get it.
And she's going to be on the board, we're excited. And then we had a really, really good ribbon cutting at DC Fitness.
Yay!
721 South Congress Boulevard, Smithville. That's right next to Food Lion. Yeah. And it's a 24-hour fitness center. $30 per month for the first 300 members, so call soon. It's only $10 to add family members. And to join, call Will Frazier, 615-215-2626, or you can go to email him at dcfitness247@gmail.com, or just go to the Facebook page.
You know, I love the fact that they have put a fitness center in where the movie theater or movie rental used to be. I think that's, ironic and wonderful in a way. It'd be couch potato. Now you can go be fit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's a very good way to look at it. Now look at this. I want to give a little update here on the CDBG block grant.
On why you can't speak clearly.
Yes.
Well, it's because you have been working.
Honestly, this is the truth. When I thought I was going to be off those few days, I found out that before the end of the year, I had to get permission from 9 Indian tribes to do the work downtown, and I had to have it in before the end of the year because they had to have 30 days and only had till January 30th.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So I was writing letters to all these Indian chiefs, 9 Indian chiefs actually. So we should hear back from them by January 30th, and then in February I should be able to go. Well, and not to mention the Historical Preservation Society.
Yes.
I had to write all these letters on my little break. I was glad to do it. Well,
it's a neat thing to be that close to getting everything done.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't think there's going to be a problem because we're not doing new construction and we're not disturbing ground, so it should be just fine. But oh my goodness, it was quite a surprise when I found out that when I wrote the grant and got accepted, it was just beginning. But anyway, hopefully all this will be resolved and we'll be able to start maybe in February handing out those applications. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Now, here's where we get started. Here's where I'm really back into January.
The real good stuff.
Because, for some reason, it gets to the end of the year and hits January and I just start wanting to exercise. I don't know. It doesn't last but 2 weeks. But honestly,
No, there's a lot of folks that make that as a New Year's resolution.
I
think
know.
I think it's number one. Number one.
So
New
guess
Year's
who we've
resolution.
got here this morning? April Martin's here to talk about Healthier Tennessee, the new initiative that the governor's put out, right?
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
Good to see you, April.
I need you, April, to keep me motivated past 2 weeks. Can you do
Because you're
that?
already one week in.
You can do that.
I can do that. You just helped me as well. But yes, I'm really pleased to announce, was really, I guess, honored. The governor in Tennessee, Governor Haslam, I guess it was about 3 or 4 months ago when I was at an extension conference. Well, he didn't come to talk, but he had some representatives come and speak to all the extension professionals that do the job that I do, and they were asking our organization to be responsible for promoting this new initiative called Healthier Tennessee. So there's a website that you can go to, and it's healthiertn.com, and it's targeted, a lot of it's targeted at workplace, at work sites, but you can do this also as a civic organization or as an individual. And, you know, Tennessee in a lot of ways is one of the best places to work and live in the United States. But for the past 20 years, it's ranked among the least 10 healthy states in America.
Oh.
So, you know, that's one reason that it's targeted at the work site. Many workplaces already have fitness programs going on, wellness programs going on, and it's just beneficial to the employer because a lot of these healthcare costs filter down to insurance and the healthcare costs for the employer. In fact, I've got some statistics here to read that are kind of, I hate to start out the new year with some alarming statistics, but an employee who smokes costs his or her employer an extra $5,800 a year in lost productivity, absenteeism, and higher healthcare costs. And that's hard to imagine. I mean, that's just, you know, that doesn't even include the cost of the cigarettes alone or the tobacco product. And an employee who has diabetes has $6,000 more in healthcare costs in a year than the average employee. An employee just with hypertension, I was really surprised by this, $3,600 more in healthcare costs per year. An employee with obesity has $1,700 more in healthcare costs per year. So it really does affect the employer. And what Healthier Tennessee with the workplace recognition does, there's several different areas that, first of all, I guess I should just say if a work site wants to do this, and it can be a small organization, or even my office, there's only 3 people in my office. We're doing Healthier Tennessee. Whatever size organization wants to do this, they just need to go to the website and sign up, or they're welcome to call me and I can walk them through the process. It's really simple. There are a couple of things that they have to agree to do. First of all, you need a wellness champion, someone who is going to be sort of in charge of the project and just kind of oversee it and promote it to your organization. And then the company or the organization must encourage and enable physical activity at the workplace through at least 4 activities. And when you go to the healthiertn.com website, you'll see that there's a lot of different Healthier Tennessee initiatives that you can choose from. One might be walking more, one might be drinking more water, eating more fruits and vegetables. There's probably like 30 different things that you can choose from. But you got to do at least 4 of the activities related to physical activity. The workplace needs to encourage and enable healthy eating at work through at least 4 activities. And they also, one of the requirements that they have to have is they have to provide a tobacco-free environment and encourage tobacco cessation. Now, an employer that does this, once they have promoted this and it's become a habit at the work site with most of their employees, then they get recognition for this. There's an emblem that's created that you can post at your work site, and you can say you're a Healthier TN work site. There's digital files that can be put on your letterhead for your work site, and even you might be putting some press releases. So just contact me at my office if you're interested in getting started on that. I'm going to be doing some PSAs here at the radio station and some news articles, and already got plans to go out and visit some of the different organizations in the county. So
And some of them, I think, April, are already incorporating a lot of these things. So
yeah,
this is great.
I think so. You know, a lot of them have already got worksite wellness programs in place. So this.
Well, and this really is a great time of the year. January, lots of people are thinking, you know, energy toward doing better things, and sometimes it's doing less, and sometimes it's cutting things completely out, and that's so hard. But when you have support and support of your employer, and you have a buddy, you know, it's so much easier to get some of these really hard things accomplished.
And what's really nice about this is, you know how it is, it's really hard to change an old habit, but this is just little small steps.
Baby steps.
And a lot of research has shown that, not just in weight loss or physical activity or whatever it is, just little things over time can make a huge difference. So that's what I really like about the program, just little small steps.
What a great program. Thanks for coming and sharing it with us.
healthier10.com and get signed up today.
Sure, or give me a call at my office here in DeKalb County.
And what's your office number?
597-4945.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, April.
Thank you.
Now, let's see, Jen, we've got the DeKalb County Children's Service Council's first annual Snow Baby.
Isn't that the cutest thing?
Toddler pageant. I thought that was adorable. Tell us all about the info.
Well, it's Saturday, January 17th at 10 a.m. at the DeKalb Community Center. DeKalb Children's Services Council, and it's sponsored by Jamie A. Boutique. It's open to ages birth to 5 years old. So really, truly babies and toddlers, just only up to 5 years old. Contestants do not have to be residents of DeKalb County. There's a $20 entry fee, and the deadline is coming up January 10th. That's this Saturday. So no late entries will be accepted. Make sure you call if you have any questions or need more information. Wanda Redmond at 615-351-1119. Again, that's going to be for DeKalb Children's Services Council, so this is a great organization to support.
It sure is. Now, talk about great things to support. We're here to talk about community theater.
It's like a dream come true. Josh, how long have you been thinking about this?
Well, we've been working on it for about 3 years, actually, so... But it's just kind of
baby steps. Again.
Our December show.
Tell us about the December show.
It sold out, and it done so much more than I ever thought it would.
Well, it wasn't just one show either.
No, we did three.
Three
shows. And how many seats per show? Over 200?
There's over 200, but we really sold out of food twice. She had to go get food twice, and I actually didn't even get to try the food. I didn't even get it. But
it was delicious.
Yeah.
Donna did a great job. It was delicious.
Donna Hendricks is always great at helping, and but it was just an amazing show. It was so much fun. The cast, it come together at the last minute. I didn't know if it would. But it always
you never
does.
do, but the show must go on. No
Josh is like me right before annual banquet. That's the way he is before his show. So it's not always necessarily pleasant.
Josh is in my leadership class, and that the day before just happened to be one of our leadership DeKalb sessions. And listen to him. He was like, "I just can't make it." I was like, "I wasn't thinking you could." There's a lot of work. There's a lot of behind the scenes work, but it was fabulous.
It was,
and that kind of jump started what's happening next.
Yes, which will be Monday, this coming Monday, at the complex in the theater room at 6 o'clock. Anybody who wants to audition, we're taking any ages, but the first show will probably be more adult driven, but it kind of shows us our, different people coming through, and I'm excited. I've had all kinds of emails and Facebook messages. Some people just want to help, do behind the scene things, but we need everybody. We need builders, we need people who have directed before, for future plays,
costumes,
and makeup, but we also need the people who love to act and sing and do that kind of thing.
Well, I can't imagine who that might be.
I know, right?
Oh, the thing is though,
rushing off my audition numbers here.
For the Bethlehem bash, birthday bash, I thought they were pantomiming. And I actually went to the people, and I had to ask like 3 people before I believe them. It was unbelievable, the talent we've got in this county.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me at all. It was fabulous.
Oh my goodness.
We really thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, the great thing is that people are supporting it. So, hopefully March, April, when we do this play, we need those people to come back out and support even more, show this community that we can keep this going, and we're just excited. I mean, like I said, I couldn't believe how many people showed up.
Great. So it's Monday, what time?
Monday at 6 p.m. If you don't have to sing, because the first show probably won't be music driven, but if you do sing, I want you to just bring something so that, like I said, for future shows, I kind of know. And we're just excited. We're excited to get things started. So 6 at the county complex.
And do they have to come prepared?
No,
or will
just
you
come
have
and don't be stressed out. It's going to be, I promise, we're going to have fun in these auditions. It's just for me to get to know you and see what you can do. And I've been to those auditions where you're so stressed out, but this is not one of those. This is about, this is our first community play. We want old, young to come out and just have fun.
Yes.
Great. I love going to a play where you know the people that's in it. That's so fun to me.
Well, I love knowing the person, but not knowing that that's what they had in them.
Yeah.
That's really fun too. When you're like, oh, I've never thought of him as the evil one.
The other side comes out.
Yeah. Ooh, something happened in their childhood. This is great. And Josh, I know you're working so hard, and this is just a dream. And again, it doesn't happen with just one person. So if anybody is interested, even if they're not thinking I'm going to be the talent on the stage, like you said, there's lots of opportunity, and we really need lots of folks to participate. And stay tuned so that when the show is announced and tickets are available, you buy one.
Yeah, because you don't want to be one of those people who didn't get in.
That's right. Yeah, you can't wait the last minute on these plays. We found that out. We were scrambling at the end, weren't you, Josh? I tell you.
Which is a good problem.
Yeah, that was a good problem.
That's great. Thanks, Josh.
Josh. All right, well, with the Justin Potter Library, I'm sure we've got some news coming up. Miss Kathy Hendrickson's here.
Well, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Are you slowing down at the library?
Well, not really.
Not really.
We're just trying to think of new things to do this year. Summer reading will be coming up. The Older Americans Day's coming up. So we have to think ahead.
Oh, yes.
Several months before
it doesn't magically happen.
You don't start it the week before.
Right.
Yeah, you got to start it ahead of time. But I do want to remind the seniors at the high school that the Tennessee promised that they they are doing their community service. They'll be able to do that. High school seniors be able to do their...
as opposed to the older American seniors.
Yes. The high school seniors will be able to do their community service there for the Tennessee Promise. So they just need to call the library. They got time to do this in. I think they have to do 8 hours. So they just call us and we'll set up a time.
Oh, fine.
And they have to fill out a volunteer form for us. It's painless. So they need to start on that. And we are partnering with Deborah Goodwin at the Smithville Senior Center in the DeKalb County Complex on Tuesday, January the 13th at 12. Connie DeJars will be doing cooking herbs with Connie's Cooking with Herbs.
Oh.
And there'll be demos.
Right up my alley.
And some sampling and recipes, and we'll just have a great time there. During the summer reading program, we partnered with the Farmers Market, and she did her spaghetti squash. And it was a big hit there. She did a demo, and everybody was going to get seconds on that. So she does a really great job. So everybody come out for that. We are starting free computer classes this month. They'll be held at the Motlow classroom, and that's in the go in UT section there.
That center door, door number 3.
And just go all the way back to the computer lab back there. And it's PowerPoint Basics. Anybody that needs that.
Cool.
Well, if you ever teach QuickBooks, Josh and I could use a lesson. We've almost thrown the computer out the window on several occasions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. But it is PowerPoint Basics, and it starts Monday, January the 12th. It's 2 sessions, January the 12th and January the 19th from 5 until 7 p.m. So, in fact, we've got several signed up now, so call the library at 597-4359 to sign up for that class. And join us at Justin Potter Library for the story hour. The FCCLA Club starts their story hour this month.
Oh, which is so sweet.
Yes, it is. They do a great job, and they're doing that again for us this year. It'll be January the 31st at the library at 10 o'clock, children 3 to 10 years of age. So come out for that. Bring your children. Hopefully the weather cooperates. We're starting to get into some winter weather now.
Yeah.
And our book sale starts in February the 12th through March the 6th. So come out for that. We have got, I don't know how many boxes of books we have taken over to our storage building, and I want to thank Sheriff Ray for letting us borrow some of his trustees to go over there and take all these books. They carried a load over there for us yesterday, so we've probably got 100 boxes of books and all, and then we've got some stored at the library, so we have a lot of books. So people come out for that. We would appreciate it.
And you're ready for donations too, right?
Yes, we are, and like I say every time, no magazines, no textbooks, and no encyclopedias, and we are getting a lot of donations. People are calling us because they're cleaning out their closets.
Yes.
And that must be one of our New Year's resolutions, to do some cleanup. So I've had people calling about books. So anything that's in good condition, we will take it. If we can't use it at the library, we put it in our book sale.
So when is the deadline for donations, and when is the book sale?
The book sale is February the 12th through March the 6th. And we can take donations up until the time of the book sale.
Yeah.
Just give us a call if you have anything that requires, we can always bring a cart out and help you get things out of the car if you're not able to do that. So just give us a call ahead of time and make sure someone's, available to come out and help you do that.
So the book sale is fabulous, but I will say one time I came with a big box of books to donate during, like what you were saying, you take it up to, and I donated this big box of books, and then I poked around.
Oh.
And the big box of books, the box that was empty, yay, I cleared out some books, got filled back up again.
Oh, yeah.
That's always good. That's a
So
win-win.
it's really, it's a book sale, but it's kind of a book recycling for some of us.
It's give a little, take a little. That's what it is.
I like it.
It's great. Sounds like a great January. Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you, sweetie.
Thanks, Kathy. Okay, oh my goodness. Marlene, I had the best meeting with her yesterday. Marlene DeLon from the American Cancer Society. And we're here to talk about the Relay for Life of DeKalb County. And boy, she's got lots of plans.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
we have some exciting plans for this year. Let me just start a little bit about talking New Year's resolutions. We've talked about our health and New Year's resolutions, clean out books and stuff, but we do have lots of programs through the American Cancer Society. If you'll go to our cancer.org website, and I think a lot of folks do not know how to utilize that program, but if you'll go on our cancer.org the website or call our 1-800 number, there is information on there about healthy eating tips, losing weight. The biggie, I think a lot of people this year may have made a resolution to stop smoking. So there is tips on there how to stop smoking and that kind of thing. So I know we had this conversation yesterday. It's hard to quit smoking. It's very hard. It's
hard to lose weight.
Yes, it's hard to lose weight. So there again, we need to do some more exercise, like Miss April said, and eat healthy and eat better. So I was on that kick yesterday. Had lots of fruits and vegetables, and I had strawberries last night. So last for about 2 weeks, and then we'll be.
we're gonna keep going long.
I had strawberry ice cream. Does that count?
Oh, that doesn't count.
Strawberries in it. Yes, it counts.
But it is really important to think. Sometimes when we think about just one thing, like, oh, I need to lose weight so my clothes fit better, the American Cancer Society reminds us that our habits really do affect whether we might, be helping ourselves or not, hurting ourselves, even as it comes related to cancer. There's lots of research that shows that.
Exactly, Jen. And coming to that point, research is basically, the American Cancer Society, the Relay for Life, that's what we do, a lot of research, because we want people to...
And education.
Yes, and education. We want people to get well and to stay well, and to, we want people to live a healthy and long life. And going back to the research part, a lot of the monies are directed toward research to find a cure for cancer. Also, someone may ask, well, money here in DeKalb County, how is that used or how is that dispersed? I know I shared this with Suzanne yesterday, but through the third quarter alone, last year through August, which was our ending of our third quarter, we had already provided 234 nights, 234 services to people from right here in DeKalb County. That's at our Hope Lodge over in Nashville. For the people that may not know what the Hope Lodge program is, it's a home away from home for a cancer patient and a caregiver. They can stay there free of charge. There's food actually there for the family. You don't have to buy food. There's also a shuttle transportation that you can get shuttled back and forth to your cancer facility. So
great.
yes,
I thought that was awesome, because when you're going through an illness, it's already stressful enough, and then you're having to figure out how you're going to afford to stay somewhere or get somewhere.
Driving back and forth,
goodness.
all of those pressures that just add to getting well.
Yes.
Yeah.
The added stress. So be sure to utilize the Hope Lodge. Have your doctor or social worker to contact the folks there at the Hope Lodge. They know how to get you set up. If the Hope Lodge is full, we do have with Extended Stays of America, we can get you in there to stay. know some people from Smithville may not have to go to Memphis, but there is a second Hope Lodge in Tennessee, so we're real privileged that there is a Hope Lodge in Memphis. So, and I have had people from the surrounding counties to go to Memphis. So
yeah, I had a good friend who had stomach cancer who had to do their surgery in Memphis, and we're able to take advantage of that. It was great.
Use the Hope Lodge there. Also, we have a Look Good, Feel Better program that we can get folks involved in. You know, when you're going through cancer, your skin changes, your hair, your nails, that kind of thing. So we want to be sure to utilize that Look Good, Feel Better program, you know, for cancer patients. We have wigs, bras, prosthesis, different things like that in our office. So don't let any of these services go by without asking. You know, hey, call me up, ask me, go on the website, and we will try to get you some help.
So when you're helping out with the Relay for Life, you're not just, you know, we think a lot of times we're raising money for research, and that's important too, but all these other things, it's also helping so many areas.
Yes, exactly. All these other patient services and you know, like Jen said, education and that kind of thing. So with our New Year's little tidbit in our mission statement, with that being said, I'm here today to try to spread the word about we're needing some help this year, new volunteers, new blood. We still have our old folks. We love, you know, all of our people that's been involved with Relay.
Long term,
yes, long term. They've been here with us, but we need some help. Not in the
so fresh ideas, new energy.
Yes.
There's all sorts of great things about having some new folks on board.
Yes, you know, new ideas, new energy. Maybe if you are a church group or a family member or someone in your family's been affected by cancer, you might pull together and say, hey, let's do a family team. Or if you don't want to do a team, maybe just do a fundraiser.
Well, Ivadale Randolph, who of course has been long time volunteer, she said the reason she got involved is because she lost her loved one.
Yes.
And she was looking to, you know, fill a void, but also to feel useful, because she'd spent so much of her time as caregiver, and then during that time after having had that loss, it really helped pull her back into knowing that she was still of value, and that there was lots of work to be done.
Yes, there is lots of work to be done. But you know, Jim, with that being said, there is almost a 85 to 90% survival rate for childhood cancer now. Back in the early 80s, you know, if a child was diagnosed with cancer, you know, that was almost
really didn't know what to do.
Exactly. And we do, going back to the research part, we fund a lot of those research grants in Memphis at St. Jude Children's Hospital. So that's important, you know, for people to know. But with that, like I said, again, with that being said, we'll go back to our local community. We're needing some new fresh ideas, like you said, and new help. Maybe forming some teams, doing a fundraiser, that kind of thing. So if anybody out there wants to, you know, form a team, participate in the local Relay for Life, if you have some ideas that you'd like to share with us, please, you know, let us know.
And as we were talking about yesterday, it's like if you say, well, I don't know if I'll be good at that, but there's so many different areas. She's got like 4 different areas you can choose from. You can either maybe be more like the leader type or one of the
detail
helpers,
person.
the detail person. It's like if you say, well, my personality is not like a money raiser.
The muscles of the
but
setter
I'm more of an
uppers.
organizer, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And well, there's a place for you. It's just fine where your personality works. And some of the jobs are more long term. Will go all the way to Relay, and some are just you can work for like a few weeks.
Yes,
and
one
so
project or one. Yeah, so we're...
You'll suit it to the person.
Yes, exactly. Have lots of positions.
When I see a lot of layover between Healthier Tennessee and what the American Society does. So maybe that's one of the things that an employer might do in order to participate in Healthier Tennessee is to start a Relay for Life team and promote the healthier parts of what the governor's initiative is that also benefits them because of reducing risk.
And I've had a group of gentlemen in one of my other counties, a group of gentlemen come together, you know, because a lot of the ladies were burned out. They didn't want to do it. And they had the Biggest Loser contest. And that year, those men raised more money for their Relay for Life than they had raised in several years. So, hey, if you're some men out there or a group like that wants to, you know, do the Biggest Loser contest, we can get them.
Well, you know, I had the greatest success thing. This would be, I wish everybody had this experience. My little granddaughter Lily was spending the night Saturday night, and she started asking me about my mom, and she said, you know, how'd your mom die? I said, well, honey, she smoked cigarettes for years, and she got lung cancer. And she goes, "What's a cigarette?" And I go, "You know that thing you see people with in their smoke?" And she goes, "Mm-mm." She didn't know what it was.
Exactly.
So wouldn't that
That's
be
a great thing.
That is a
Yay!
I was like, she really doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
So I wish
We've
that
come
for
a long
everybody.
way.
We've come a long way.
Come
Yeah.
a long way, baby.
Yeah.
But and I was going back to what Suzanne was talking yesterday. The smoke-free Tennessee. If you love going in a restaurant, if you love sitting there without the breath
without
of
the
cigarette
smoke,
smoke,
yeah.
the American Cancer Society (ACS CAN) group was actually a big
On the forefront
Yes,
of
on
that.
the forefront of that. We went to Nashville, lobbied with legislators and stuff like that. So you can thank the American Cancer Society.
And that's
for that.
incredible. I remember there was some restaurants I loved to go to, but you go in and it would just be like a cloud of smoke, and I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
And now that is gone, and that is
gone.
because
Smoke-free Tennessee.
that didn't happen by magic either.
No.
Yeah. That was
But it's good for all of us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, Marlene. And,
Thanks for
you
being
know,
here.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you for
Marlene,
having
what
me.
number
It's
can they
fun.
call
Yes,
if they want to volunteer?
If you would like to volunteer, it's 931-235-6286.
Thank you so much for
Great.
being
Thanks.
here. Now, Jen, we talked about this Pass It Along DeKalb last month, but since it's January, we really need to keep this going.
Yes.
It's about people helping people without expecting anything in return. And, and then they've got a website at www.passitondecalb.com and a Facebook page.
Yes.
And then you go on there and you say, "You're not going to believe what somebody did for me. I don't know who did it, or maybe you do know, but put those neat stories on, and then you pass it on, do something nice. People don't even have to know you've done it, or just
Be
an
sneaky
encouragement.
about it, huh?
Be sneaky about it. That's the one time you can be sneaky and it's okay. Yeah. But, Kathy comes by my office about every 3 days and comes by and hugs and checks on me and encourages me. That is a neat pass it on thing. I'm saying it publicly. Yeah. She does. She always comes by and it's so
I know.
sweet.
Good.
And, just those kind of things. I had just about every week I'll have 2 or 3 people come through the office and they say, "We just came by to say hey."
Yeah.
I just think that to me is a pass it on thing because and yesterday Marlene came and and honestly, when you take a few days off, you come back and you're ready to cry and think, "Why did I do that?" and Marlene called and said, "Can we meet?" And at first I thought, yeah, we can do that, but I've got some. And we had the best time yesterday. It was just like and that was, and every meeting you can't say that about because sometimes you go, "Oh my goodness," but she was so sweet, encouraging, got me so excited, telling me all this stuff, and then of course, every day with Jen is like having a bowl of sunshine in front of you, and we appreciate what you do as far as
Never quite been
leadership.
described as a bowl of sunshine.
I don't know that her
I like
husband
it.
said that.
I like it.
What a pot of gold at the
She
end.
is, but it's just fun being around people who bring just nourishment to your soul, you
Yes,
know?
exactly.
And then Josh, he keeps me laughing. I got home one night, and my husband's like, "Why are you laughing in the kitchen?" I was cooking and me and laughing just don't go together.
Normally that would not be something that you should be happy about.
Josh had me so tickled, I couldn't quit laughing that night.
You thought about it again and got tickled again. That's awesome.
And then he kept texting me. And oh my goodness. And it just continued. And oh my goodness. And then he got my girls involved and it just wouldn't stop. And now I start thinking about that and I get tickled. But anyway, anytime you can, my saying is it's fun to have fun.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, the world is, my world, probably 90% of the time has a lot of serious to it. But it's so fun to have these people who come by and encourage you and give you a smile and just make you laugh. So pass it on to DeKalb, I say.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a money thing, or it doesn't cost you a thing. Just maybe a.
Well, I'd say we're pretty good at being friendly and
Yes.
and cordial and respectful of people. A lot of times it's just who we are, that we're polite and say please and thank you. So I think we have a lot going for us. Just DeKalb County, we kind of like to do that anyway. But this is above and beyond, and it just seems like it's part of who we are, that we would celebrate that we really do like to do nice things for each other, whether we're getting recognized for it or not, or whether you tell somebody else about it. I think this is just the neatest thing, because I think it's who we are.
Well, you
I
treat
know.
people like you want to be treated.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I was raised. You treat people the way you want. If you want to be treated nice, you treat other people nice.
Oh my goodness.
When it's a neat story, it kind of started out of adult Sunday school class where they were talking about how good it makes you feel when somebody does something for you. So knowing that feeling is what you get when you are on the receiving end, that's the reason why we should go out and do it more, just consciously doing it for others, because we know how that makes us feel. And so we know that it makes them feel good too.
So go to their Facebook page, pass it on to DeKalb, and click the like button. They're getting pretty high on the numbers of people who've liked it. So anyway, well, we appreciate those.
And tell your stories there on
Tell
Facebook.
your stories. That's right. Now, Jen, we love the Appalachian Center for Craft.
Love it.
Oh my goodness, it's such a neat place to go. You can go any time of the year and have a nice meal.
I got my a lot of Christmas shopping done
the
there.
The gallery there's awesome.
Yep.
But the spring workshops and the summer workshops
are already starting to fill up.
Well, they're going to be filled up before long. So, and they're doing some new things this year. Well, they've got the new workshop brochures are out, and they've got one day workshops in the spring, and then they've got their summer workshops. But this year, you can register online.
Yeah,
do your application
that's great.
right online. So go online to get the dates. I didn't have time to get all those yesterday.
Oh, there's a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and it's easy to find. You can either, do the whole Google Appalachian Center for Craft, or go to TNTech, TNTECH.edu. So that's Tennessee Tech, basically abbreviated.
TNTECH.
.edu, and then /Craft Center.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yep.
Or just call them 597-6801. Anyway, and they'll help you out. And also a quick reminder that on the first Friday of every month, you can have coffee and conversation with State Representative Terry Lynn Weaver. She's at the Social Blends from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. And Jen, then the third Friday?
Yes, at the Board of Education building on the third floor, that place where you can look out and see all the people going backwards
on the square.
But that's with State Representative Mark Pody, my representative, from 10:30 to 12:30. And again, that's this is the time of year where they're getting geared up. So they're part-time chamber, which means that they don't meet during half of the year, and January is when they get started again. So this is the time when they're submitting bills and getting a feel for what their constituents want them to do, how we want them to vote, our opinion on the things that are out there, and also the things that are critical and important to us that they only know if we tell them.
That's right.
And so this is an opportunity. It's really great, I think, to have our representatives come and have these established times where you can come and where to get a hold of them. So you don't have to be calling.
Awesome, yeah.
You don't have to be calling some number in Nashville and wondering if they're getting the message. They come to us, and so we need to take advantage of that.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to others and complain about anything. You can actually go to them, express your concerns, and hear their updates. I think it's awesome. And so anyway.
And they're here to work for us, but they only know what to do if we tell them.
That's right. Now, speaking of awesome, Leadership DeKalb had a great last session.
Oh, it was awesome. We had Justice Day, which also we studied the leadership skill of cooperation, which of course is really fitting when you talk about law enforcement and emergency services, the court system. We have lots of folks who know that they can't do it all, and and the only way that we can have these services in our rural community is that we have really strong cooperation among the different entities. So it was a great session. I want to say a big thank you to the Smithville Fire Department, and Chief Parker really did a great job starting us off there. Our breakfast sponsor was Regions Bank, and Shay Caldwell did the cooking. So,
it was good.
Oh my gosh, we were like, you're not taking that yet, are you? Because they
were eating on that all day.
It's a mid-morning, and then we thought, oh, this is the best breakfast, and then we had the fabulous lunch.
It was good.
Provided by Premier Realty at Center Hill Lake, and of course, both Joan and David Barrett have been in the class.
And Joan actually made the food.
Joan did the cooking, and it was great. So I want to say a huge thank you to both of them. Keith Blair was also a big sponsor, and our wonderful afternoon snack was provided by none other than Kathy Hendricks and the Justin Potter Library. No, Oh, but they were so cute and Christmassy. It was a great thing. So I want to say a big thank you to the Smithville Fire Department and General Sessions Judge Cook. I also want to say a thank you to Sheriff Patrick Ray. You know, for being like a kind of a difficult job, he is such a mild-mannered, so kind, and I think, you know, he has to deal with bad people all day long.
You think that make you cranky after a while?
Yeah, he's not cranky at all.
He's
Well,
so nice.
He wasn't to us. He was really great, and I really think he's all of the folks who we met with are fine examples of true leaders in our community, and I want to say a big thank you to all of them for supporting Leadership DeKalb and allowing us to get a window into their job and an appreciation for the leadership skills that they have. It was a great year. I mean, a great session. And I do want to spend just a couple minutes highlighting a couple of our fantastic class members.
Yeah.
And I've decided just to spend a couple minutes saying a huge thank you to DeKalb County High School for allowing us to have 2 high school seniors in the program this year. It's sponsored by Smithville Rotary Club, and this year we have 2 girls.
Oh, they're great.
Allie Maciel, who some of her leadership is shown through playing soccer, and also that she's been a class president, and she's also president of student council, and she came with a glowing recommendation that she's a hard worker, longtime resident in DeKalb County, and also is bilingual, so she's able to provide an insight into one of our minority groups in our community, which really helps us to have diversity of ideas and to come at issues that we deal in from different perspectives, which is really important when you're trying to solve problems.
That's true.
And our other fantastic high school student is Lydia Trail. And Lydia has such a depth of thought about lots of different things. She's terrifically involved in 4-H, which I know one of our guests today, April Martin, is really involved in 4-H. She's been a Jamboree volunteer, DeKalb County Fair volunteer. She volunteers at Second Harvest Food Bank, Justin Potter Library volunteer. She was one of the helpers of the summer reading program. And of course, she's really, really involved in lots of things in 4-H. So I want to say a big shout out to my 2 high school seniors, Lydia and Allie, and they're really contributing so much to the leadership program this year.
Yeah. Well, what's coming up next month?
Oh, this month.
Oh, this month.
This month.
I'm so confused. Somebody help me. Where am I?
Well, we've got
No more
economic
vacations for me.
Yeah.
One of the real true reasons why we do Leadership DeKalb is to promote a broader understanding of economic development. So the Chamber's job is to provide a network of support among business and community leaders. And Leadership DeKalb's job is to help reinforce our existing leaders so that they have a breadth of knowledge in the community so that they can go back and do the business of business and community development. And so economic development coming up. So we'll get to tour Federal Mogul. We'll get to go out to Evans Mill and see and eat. Jason Evans, good stuff. We get to tour Middle Tennessee Natural Gas.
Oh, that's great.
See how valuable all the different elements that have to go into being business ready, to being inviting to businesses, and to know what it takes to support the businesses in our community. And ultimately, to have everybody have a job. I mean, that's the role of economic development, is that your community is thriving and everybody has a good job. So that's what we're studying.
Oh, and it's going to be a good month because our unemployment numbers are down right
Yes.
now. Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of things to be proud of in DeKalb County.
Oh, looking forward to the next one, not next month. Well, anyway, Jen, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I thought we're going to be finished in like 5 minutes today because we've only got 4 guests.
Oh, we somehow have managed to
Holy
fill
knows
a whole
that I'll
hour.
find a way to stretch it out to where he gets to sit over there a long time. But anyway.
He's smiling like,
He
yeah,
is so
whatever.
sweet. Our cameraman is awesome. But anyway, the Chamber wants to help promote your news or your event, whatever you've got going on. And Jen, as we always say, if we didn't promote it, it's because we didn't know. So be sure and call me. We try to check we scour the paper and the WJLE and we scour everything. But if we missed it, please just give us an email.
Or if you're listening on the radio and you've missed a phone number or anything else, feel free to call the Chamber at 597-4163 and we'll make sure to get all the information to you.
Absolutely. Or you can email us at DeKalbTN@DTCcom.net. And thank you to my co-host, Jen Sherwood, this morning. We always have a good time on our show. Appreciate all our special guests this morning. And we, of course, appreciate DTC TV and WJLE Radio for sponsoring the Chamber Chat program. And what do we want to say to everybody? Happy New Year!